All right, we arrived at Croatan Gamelands, Blind 2. We chose Blind 2 because of its close proximity to the parking area. But this is the gate at the parking area. We've talked to the Wildlife Commission countless times that, all these gates are secured, and they say, well, there's a way around them. But I will show you the path. You got a pole there with a drop, and you got a pole there, and my wagon is approximately half the size of some of the track chairs, or even bigger, but I just don't understand how a handicapped person in a chair with one companion can take all their equipment and themselves through this gate. But our problems aren't over yet. Wait till we get to the impoundment. All right, I am at the Croatan Gamelands in the Handicapped Duck Hunting Blind 1. I'm sitting in the blind. It looks like they finally, after years, repaired the floor. There used to be just a piece of wood here to prevent you from going on that side, but a couple years ago, they finally repaired that floor. We got out here this morning hours early because normally you find somebody sitting in the blind and you have to argue with them that it's permit only, and you end up hunting together. But that would have been good this morning because, as you can see, I'm sitting in blind 2, not blind 1, and that's the water way out there, and it's very shallow. So you've got from there all the way to the blind down here, mud. So even if I'm only allowed to have one escort or one companion to help me as a handicapped person, only one, and I am expecting them to go through that mud all the way to that little tiny puddle of water. Now comes the other problem. If I shoot a duck and I have to make my due diligence to go retrieve it, where does my dog go? How does my dog get out there? Do I let my dog jump off of this height? We'll make part 2. All right, part 2 of Croatan Blind 2. So we've got no water, a lot of mud. It looks like there might be a canal down there that was kind of marked, but you see a rope right there that goes out, but there's no markers to explain that. It says handicapped accessible blind, and that this is an impoundment, but nowhere does it say you have to have a handicap permit to hunt this blind. So therefore it's normally the first place taken, and you've got to argue. So let's say we've shot a duck, and legally I have to do my due diligence. Even as a handicapped hunter, I have to come out of the blind. Come here, Holly. Come over here. Come here, Holly. Heel. Sit. And send my... Go, Holly. Holly, back. Send her through there. And then I've got to go all the way back into the blind to guide her. Come here, Holly. No bird. So if you've made it to the blind, these are all the problems you're going to have. You're going to need a way to stand up. You're going to need several 100,000 gallons of water to put water in the impoundment. I don't know.